welcome back to my channel. My name is Lupita. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today I am bringing you a cash envelope DIY. So if that is of your interest, continue watching this video. I am going to show you how to do cash envelopes with two different materials, which is paper and plastic. I learned how to do my own watching videos just like this one, and I am not so good at giving details of what I'm doing. So if you don't get details or anything, I apologize in advance. It is one of my first DIYs videos, so bear with me. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I am a single mom of four, and I am currently working on my debt-free journey. And if you are coming back, which I know a lot of you are, and thank you so much, I have been getting wonderful comments. I am so happy for that. And you know, a day at a time, and that's what I've been doing. So a lot of you know that my wallet got stolen and my cash envelopes were there. So I'm gonna make new ones for myself, and I thought, why not make a video while I do my cash envelopes. Now I do have cash envelopes because I do sell them on my shop. I have a Shopify store and an Etsy shop. Right now I'm trying to put more effort and work on my Shopify, so most of my new envelopes and now stickers are on my Shopify store. So if you want to check that out. So like I was saying, I do have envelopes. I could have gone envelopes from there, but I want to do my own, like the ones I want for me, that represents me, that has my labels and everything that has to do with me. Just how you guys purchase your envelopes and you guys want a certain color, a certain design, I want my own as well. So that's what we're gonna do, and that is why of this video, because I do not have cash envelopes for me to do a cash envelope stuffing video. So this is gonna replace that one. Okay, to start with, of course, you're gonna need your laminating machine. I got this one at Walmart, and it's been working fine. I don't remember how much it is. I never thought I was gonna make a video of this, so I didn't, got the price, but it's not expensive. It is less than $20 for sure. And then I got this one at Amazon. Same, I don't know the price, but if I find the price, I can link the price once I edit my video. Anyway, then you're gonna need laminating pouches, and I always use the 5 ml just because the paper that I work with, it's thick. So I've never used 3 ml with thick paper, so I don't know if something happens or if it's not good quality. I don't know. I've never done it. I just, for preference, I like using 5 ml. Now normally I use scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby or Michael's. Even once I purchased it at Walmart, but this time I got some with Cricut. I thought their designs were pretty cute and I wanted to try them. I already did some envelopes using their product, and the paper is thick, just how I like it, because by the way, when you purchase your scrapbook paper, they have two kinds. There's the thin kind, and then there's the thick one. A lot of the people don't like to do cash envelopes with the thick paper because when they laminate it, they say that it's not, for some reason it doesn't come out good. But to me, I prefer the thick one, and this is why I use the 5 ml laminating pouch. At the end, you will use whatever works best for you, okay? Now I'm gonna tell you how I found out about the thick and thin paper. My first, very first envelope that I did was with the thin paper, and then I went to get more paper at the store, and I happened to get the thick one, and I was like, I noticed that the cash envelopes that I did with the thin paper, they were very thin and not wobbly, but I'll show you in a bit. I'll show you the difference. So this is the paper that we're gonna use, okay? This one comes double-sided. That is one of the reasons why I liked it. And then, as you can see, there's 2 of each design in case you guys are interested. I got these again in Cricut.com. And I already have some on my Shopify store. It is called LupitaStickyShop.net if you want to go to the website. And the other material that I'm going to use is what I'm working with now. These are going to be for me, but these are, let me show you. Now this clear one, it's like hard, sturdy. I do not use the laminating pouches to do my envelopes. There's already a video on these envelopes if you're interested to know the materials I used on this one. Now this one, which is what I'm going to use today, this one is more thin and it's not as sturdy as the other ones, but I love them. And these are cheaper too. Cheaper than these. So I want my envelope to be like this, sideways. So I'm going to make sure I cut it this way. And then this one, same. So I'm going to do 2 at a time. I don't like to put more than 2 papers at the time just because, I don't know. I wanted to cut good. So here we go. I'm going to cut it. I usually cut it a little bit past the 7, like not much, tiny bit. Okay, and this is why I like this one. I was using the one from Walmart. It's just a little piece, and you have to measure your paper with the ruler and then mark it, and then you have to be erasing it. If it's for you, it's fine because you keep it. Nobody's gonna know that you have a little mark. But if you're gonna sell them, I don't think it's good to have a mark. Mine's the first ones. I may have forgotten to remove the mark, but as soon as I got this one, it was like no mark needed. So let's go ahead and cut our paper. So it is gonna be 7 by 6. Remember, when you cut it, it's 7 by 6. And then by 6, so pretty much this is already 12. So all you're gonna do is just cut it in half, because my paper that I get, it is 12 by 12. So here we go. This is about my 6. Okay, there you go. And now we have our squares ready to go. And now we're just gonna fold them, and look, when you open them, they're gonna look beautiful because they are double-sided. This step is not necessary. I do it just because I feel that when I laminate it, you don't see like a little bubble in the edge. I mean, there's always a bubble there, but it's not as big if you go ahead and do this extra step. And then don't do it too hard as well, because then you might remove some of the paper color. And yeah, look at this one. This one is nice too. As you see, And I'm sure you must have watched many videos like this one, so you do know that you can get 2 envelopes per sheet. Here we go. Now we're gonna go with this material. Okay, it is just plastic, clear plastic. Okay, so I'm gonna do a yellow. Let me see. Try to fold it. Just what I do is I just concentrate on this side, make sure it is aligned together, because I'm gonna cut it anyways. So if it's not aligned on this corner, it's okay, because I'm gonna cut it to the size that I want. And these, I am not doing them 7 by 3. I am doing them 7 by 3 something. 3 in the first little line. I'm so sorry. I am bad with the ruler. So let me just go ahead, fold all of them, and I'll cut them after, okay? Now this one's the gold and the silver. It is the colors in one side, but these are not clear. These are silver from the inside, okay? So you get the color only from one side. And these, I already have them on my store, so feel free to check those out. Lupita's stickyshop.net. Now before I cut them, I'm gonna turn on my laminator to have it ready, and I'm gonna put it at 5 ml because I am gonna use the 5 ml pouch. So let's just put this at the side while it gets ready. We'll go ahead and cut. So this one I'm gonna do 7. Okay, so there is 7. And like I said, just a little tiny bit past the 7, okay? So there you go. Okay. And now we're gonna do by 3 and that little bit. There you go. See? And I have my envelope. I don't know why my laminator smells like burnt. Okay, let's do the other ones. Okay. So here we go again. 7, little tiny bit past the 7, and by 3. There you go. This is why I told you guys to just focus on one corner when you guys are folding them, because the squares, they don't come in the exact size like the paper does, 12 by 12. This one's come, I don't even know, I'd never measure them, but the measurements are not exact. So that's why you need to make sure that when you're folding them, you just concentrate on one corner. And that's the corner, in this case this one, that I use here once I'm gonna cut it right here, because I know that it's folded straight. See, like this one is all uneven. I don't know if you guys can tell. Yes, you guys can. It's uneven, right? So I'm not gonna use that side. I'm gonna use this side, which is even, to put it here, because that's not the side that I'm gonna cut off. There you go. And now my 3 and a little bit more. And here's our last one. Just know that this material is a little bit, you have to be more patient with this one than the paper. The paper, you place it and it moves, but not as much as this one. See, right here I have a little missing piece. I can just fix that with scissors. They're gonna be for me, so there you go. See? Okay, so now that we have all of our envelopes cut and ready to go, we're gonna laminate them. Okay, so now that we have our labels, you can do what I did, which is put a tape on your envelope and just write with a Sharpie. That's totally fine. This way you can use your envelopes for different things and not just for what it says. See, like this one on this corner, I put 2 weeks. This is the one I use for my weekly or every 2 weeks money challenge. And the reason why I did that is because I may change those envelopes every now and then. But the ones that I'm doing now, I am putting permanent labels because I don't plan on changing them anytime soon, unless they steal them again. So now that we have the envelopes ready, I apologize in advance. This has probably become a very long video. I want my cash envelopes hole punched. So I'm gonna make sure I leave space for that. So whenever I do these envelopes, I only put 2. Because if I put the other one here, only if it's hole punch, okay? If it's hole punch, I need to make sure it has plenty space. There you go. Okay, so what we're gonna do, or what I'm gonna do is I am gonna put 2 of the clear ones and 1 of this one. There you go. Now if you are doing only paper, you can fit 3 as well, so you are good to go. So once our laminator is hot, you're gonna go ahead and put your pouch. Just make sure that it doesn't go sideways, or, and I'm telling you because of for experience, okay? It has happened to me. Make sure it doesn't get one corner first than the other. Make sure it gets both at the same time. And I also guide myself here on the sides. I make sure there's the same amount of space on both sides. And I'm only holding it just so this one doesn't bend down and comes off. That is the only reason. But once is, see, I can still move it. It was a little bit crooked. There you go. I can just let go of it. Okay, and I'm ready with the other one. I'm just making sure my corners are not bent. And here we go, same thing, make sure it's right in the center. And there you go. This is the only thing I don't like about this machine, that this thing bends a lot, but it does the job. And I would love to finish doing the rest with you guys, but just because I still have to continue on doing my labels, I do not want to take a lot of your time. So now we're just gonna cut them and give them the shape that it needs. Now the end is, I believe, the easiest thing, as long as you don't mess up. The way I know which one is the opening and which one is not is because there's a little different ways you can tell. This end is the opening, and I know because I can kind of see a little bit from the other side. It is very, very hard to tell. I don't even know. I don't even think you can tell. But then here the cactus is bent, and if I turn it to the other side, I will see the rest of it. Okay, that's one way. And also, like here, if I look at it like this, like sideways, I can tell this one is the closed part. I don't know, you guys will be able to tell. I am really bad at explaining that part, and I apologize. But yeah, so I'm gonna cut this one first, okay? And see this line here? I used my marker. You want to use a permanent marker. For now, just for the video, I'm gonna use this one, but this is the cutting line, and you cannot see anything because it's clear. So you can't know where your cut is gonna be. I mean, yes, you can, but I thought that this way will be easier for me. So I just draw there, just make a line, and now it makes it darker. You cannot see that on the camera, but now I'm gonna be able to, this is dry erase. That's why I do it with permanent marker. Anyway, so I'm gonna do my cut, but I'm gonna do it away. So there's like a little bubble. I don't know if you guys can see, but here there's like a little air, line of air. So you don't want to cut there because then your envelope is gonna be opened and it can get wet and it can just, you know, get damaged. You want to cut it past that line of air, okay? So here I am. I guided myself with this board like at the end of the white, like that's where I place my edge, and then I still have like a little tiny space here, so that's my guidance. And then I also make sure that this side of the envelope is also lined up to any line. So at least make sure that it's straight. There you go. Now I'm gonna cut the edges. Same thing. I'm gonna use a little line of air to guide myself. So I wanna put that line of air against the white part of the board and cut. Once you guys start doing your own envelopes, you guys will find your own tricks. But you know, everybody finds different tricks. Different tricks works different with everyone. Now this one, I do want to cut it as close as possible, and this is where I'm going to use the black line that I marked on the board. So I want to place my edge right on top of that black line. Okay, because that's where I want it to be cut. And again, I watch myself at the end, just make sure that it is straight. And there you go. We have the opening and we have our envelope. Now, if you can see, hopefully you can, I didn't leave a lot of plastic around it, but it's enough for it not to open, okay? And sometimes I go ahead and put it in the laminating machine once again, just to make sure it's sealed. And the final touch that I like to give to my envelopes is rounding the corners, because the first time I did mine's, I don't know, I feel like it's a little bit dangerous. Like it can, you know, if you're taking them out, I don't know, they're pointy. So giving them that shape, not only it's softer, it's rounder, it's, you know, it looks nicer in my opinion. Okay, now ever since I started doing this cash envelopes, I always say I'm gonna use the labels and put them on the envelope before I laminate them. And up until this day, I keep forgetting. So every time I sell my envelopes, I send the labels with it, okay? You guys can put it in the edge, in the bottom, in the middle, right here, however you guys want. I've always wanted to just place it in the middle and sell them like that, but I always forget. Like just now, I'm gonna have to sell this set without the labels. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and do the other ones. And these are gonna be for me, so these are not gonna be hole punched, okay? The other ones, I'm gonna sell them just like this. It is what it is, not a hole punched. I have a lot of hole punch envelopes, and for whatever reason, those don't sell. So I am not even gonna bother. I'm just gonna do the regular ones. These, I know these two are my opening just because it already has a label. So I'm gonna cut this one first, okay? So I'm gonna put it on the very edge, and this one I guide myself right here too. See, so as long as I make sure that they're on this line, then I know I'm cutting it right. So there you go. Now this one, same thing. Make sure it's on my line. There you go. And now we're gonna do our edges, which is pretty much the same thing. These ones, you're not gonna see the bubble that I was telling you guys, because this is very, very thin and you will not see the line, okay? It's very hard to see it. So just cut enough to where it is not gonna open. Okay, there. See? This one I didn't cut it because this was the end of the pouch. So this one is not gonna open at all for sure. And now for these envelopes, I already put my marks there. I already know where to put my envelope at so that I do my hole punch. So I already know, and I put one at this end as well. There you go. I'm gonna finish the rest and I'll be with you guys in a bit. Anyway, I went ahead and finished this envelope and I already did the corners as well. So this is our 2 paper envelopes. And now we have our clear envelopes, which I went ahead and did the corners as well. Now these envelopes, by the way, are not like paper where you cut them, the open part, you cut them and then boom, voila, you know, it opens, you know, very fast. No, these you have to, if you happen to do them, see, it's not gonna open right away. So you have to find an opening, and I use this from Cricut. Okay. And it takes a little while, okay? So there you go. So I found it. And now all I'm gonna do is just move it inside like this. All the way to the corners. This corner as well. And there you go. I have my envelope. I am able to put in money with no problem. And I've been using these envelopes already. I'm sure you guys have seen them on some of my videos. And the reason why I decided to make them a little bit, remember I told you guys I did 3 and the little something, is because if you guys are going to use these for sinking funds and just keep them at home, you guys might want a big stash of money. So this is why I made them a little bigger than the 3 inches. So it can fit more money. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and open all my envelopes because I haven't opened them. So this is the silver one. And there you go. As long as you don't fold it side like in the opposite way, you will open it easily. But last time I did one and it was not opening, it was like horrible. And it was because when I was folding them in half, I did it upside down. So you have to get to know the material in order to know which one is the good side. Just for the ones that are not see-through. Same with the gold one. And I think the gold one is a harder material to work with. Okay, so just FYI. See, here we go. Just and the very first time I worked with these, one of them, like, oh, I had trouble with it. It got wrinkled when I put it in the laminating machine. So those are, you know, a little disclaimers. You guys are gonna find little hard things with these envelopes if you guys are making them. If you guys buy them, I mean, I've been using them so far, so good. Now, do have in mind that these are thin as a leaf. And see, like this one got a little bit damaged right here. But probably if I put it in the laminating machine, it will go away. But of course, if I'm gonna sell them, I'll just do another one. Yeah, so here we go. What do you guys think about it? You guys like these envelopes? Let me know. Leave me a comment down below. I hope you guys learned a thing or two. I'm gonna go ahead and finish my own envelopes. But hey, tomorrow is my birthday. Hopefully I can upload this video tonight. Today is Tuesday. My birthday is tomorrow. And it will make me so happy if we can make it to the 1,000 before the end of this week as my birthday present. I think I need only like 44 subscribers, and that can be my birthday gift. Anyway, guys, oh yes, before I forget, this material, okay, look at this material. Is nice, it's sturdy, like here, no, they're thick, and I didn't have any trouble making these. These were the first ones I made, and this one compared to this one is a difference. See, like this one I can go like this, and this one I cannot. Okay, don't believe me or believe me, but if you happen to try to do both kind, you'll see what I'm talking about. This one are very thin and flexible and whatnot, when these are sturdier and nicer. So you make your choice whenever you buy your paper. I don't know what else. What else can I say? If you guys have any questions, comments, or anything, please let me know. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you're not yet subscribed, don't forget to click that red button down below and be part of our family. Don't forget to click the bell to get a notification every time I upload a video. And until then, I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye bye.